Good evening and welcome to Season 14 of Next Gen. This is the modern touring cars. We're here from Nurburgring GP for the finale, round 12 of 12. And it should be a good round. It's Turbo Monday, meaning point for fastest lap as well as pole position as the guys get underway for their 5-minute qualifying session. Well, let's have a look at the standings then. Scooby G leads this title going into the final round by 16 points. He's on 199 to Boy Rexa 14's 183. Jamie WRX is on 156 with Jack on 137. Ginger's on 120 with DY House 7 on 114. MLV is on 105 with Web User Johnny on 78. Royston 72. Shadowstalker on 68. Cam123 Diz on 58 with Deleuze on 55. With Zero is on 52 with Tro246 also on 52. NGR Fraser is on 50 with Bruce Lee Harding on 46. Adam Morris is 37. Slightly Gas 19. Tim 78 18 and Big Kid Daddy on 14 points. The drivers tonight, we have 14 of them. We have Scooby G, Light Play 2K18, Web User Johnny, D Whitehouse 7, NGR Fraser, Tim 78, Jamie WRX, Royston, Deleuze, Jack TM53 Synopsis, Shadowstalker DBS, Tro246, Boy Raxa 14 and NGR Ginge as the host. Let's go on board actually with Ginge on for a lap here very shortly of the Nurburgring. So we come up to the final corner of the Coca-Cola curve. We go down this main straight. Down toward the Yokohama hairpin. Or Haukhaken, actually as it is. Down to Haukhaken. So actually the Yokohama S if we weren't using the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Into the Mercedes-Benz Arena we go, the long left-hander. Try and tuck it in, bring throttle in as early as you can, but don't run wide. Into the next one, which is a tightening one. You've got a couple of options. You can either go in quite quickly, or you can try going slowly and then use it to shallow the angle of the right-hander on the exit. Down the straight we go then, towards the Valvoline curve. Through the Valvoline curve, and you get to the Ford curve. An interesting one. It's a slightly tightening right-hander. You've got to be careful of it. Down the left-hander into Dunlop Care. This long hairpin right. Again, got to be careful on the exit. They will try to wash out. Up to the Schumacher S. Fairly fast, a little touch of a lift to get the back end to make the front end turn in. Through right-hander. This is all Mercedes-Benz cars as well, by the way. Mercedes-Benz only final. They hit the brakes into Michelin curve and then right through Warsteiner curve. All the way now to the Ad Van Bogen and towards the NGK chicane. This tight 90 left, 90 right chicane. Be as late as you dare, get it turned in. Flick it right, get the power on. Out of that towards the Coca-Cola curve. And that completes a lap of Nürburgring GP in a Mercedes-Benz touring car. What time can Ginge do here? Crosses the line. It's a 206.6. He's 0.8 of a second behind Jack TM53 Synopsis. Fraser's done. Oh, that's Scooby G putting in a 206.9. Fraser has a 206.9 as well, with DY House 7 up there, 207.1. Jamie a 207.7. Boyrax just coming into the final corner. This will be his one and only lap, actually. He's missed the cut-off. Puts in a 2:05.5. He doesn't need a practice lap, does he? Currently sits on pole position in this 3.199 mile circuit. Right now, puts him 15 behind in points. He's going to need a bit of a miracle here, I think, but it's definitely plausible if Scooby G does retire for whatever reason. There's Fraser. He's leading this trio of cars with Jamie and Jack involved. All of them looking to knock off the Boyrax S14, the four-time row winner, who's found it not so easy in this league this season. A big old scrap with Scooby G all season long. Scooby G 6/10 up on his fastest lap delta, meaning he'll put himself around 0.7 behind, putting him up to third if he continues on that current rate. Jack looking to have a bit of a wiggle behind. And Fraser's gone wide into the gravel. That's the lap destroyed. Here comes Jamie up to the line. Goes 6th quickest. Jack abandons his lap. Ginge crosses the line. Can't quite get Jack. Jack does a practice start. Stops again. We'll do another one. Scooby G currently in 4th. Puts it second on the grid with a 2:05.581. Just 0.033 away. Lightblade comes across the line. He's 9th at the moment. NGR Royston will finish that qualifying session off for us. So it's Boyrax S14 followed by Scooby G. Jack TM53 Synopsis is 3rd with Ginge in 4th. The Les 5th. DY House 7th. 6th. Fraser 7th. Jamie is in 8th. Lightblade 2K18 finishes 9th. Royston 10th. Web user Johnny 11th. Tro246 12th. Tim 78, and Shadowstalker did not set a time. So here we go for the final time. Maybe as Johnny has left the session, I think he's accidentally gone back to the main menu. So we're down to 13. We have the 3 red lights for the final time in Season 14 for the Modern Touring cars. We're green. Who's got the best getaway? It looks like Scooby G's got an absolute belter. But Jack looking to go split them 3 wide. Can't quite get there though. Down to the first corner. Boyrax has actually had a brilliant second phase. And he retakes the lead. Scooby G right behind. There's Jack. Jamie, I believe, on the inside. There's Collisions behind as they go 3 wide. And that's DY House 7, who's made it up into 5th. Now down to 6th as they go through the Mercedes-Benz Arena for the first time of 10 tonight. Bit of lock-up going into the next left-hander. 3 wide behind. That is NGR Fraser, the Les, DY House 7 going 3 wide through the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Here comes Ginge to make this a 4-way battle as they now head down towards the Valvoline curve. And that's Ginge looking down the inside. The Les cuts his nose off right at the last second. Although Ginge gets a good run into the forward curve. Can't quite make use of it though. Jack is past Scooby. I think Scooby's got a penalty. Ginge is past him. There goes Fraser. Looking now go around the outside. He's not quite going to do it. We'll look for maybe a switchback or something. Can't do that either. And Jamie's gone down to 8th. He's not had a great start. It's not been an ideal night for him so far, but he's battling on, which is good for him. Really good to see, just battling on through the tough times. If you haven't, we'll just watch the Group A1 final. I would recommend you'd watch it. The Les currently in 6th. DY House 7 just ahead of him. And they're side by side. DY House 7, that's NGR Scooby G down the inside at the chicane. Side by side, still side by side. Who's going to get the best run? Looks like Scooby G's going to get best run. They're going to be absolutely rubbing doors into the Coca-Cola curve for the first time of 10. And I hate to say it, but I think, oh, bit of contact between the lads and DY House 7. And again, more contact down the straight. It's not ideal having contact down the straight. It's not going to lie, but Delays are going to get the slipstream from Scooby G. And again, oh, bit of contact between Jamie and DY House 7. They go through the hairpin. DY House 7 very wide. He's going to lose positions there. Jamie looking to the outside. So he's got DY House 7 down the inside of him again. Fraser now looking interested through the second part of the Mercedes-Benz arena. Oh, the layer's sideways through that second bit. And now they're side by side between him and DY House 7. Again, contact on the straight. These two are like magnetised to each other. Into the Valvoline curve. And that's DY House 7 with a penalty, although potential appeal, because he did lose places. Where is Scooby G? Scooby G is 4th at the moment, putting him 13 points, which would give him at the moment, 7 points in favour. As I thought, web user Johnny knocking the circle button by accident, which puts you back out of the main menu. Hopefully you'll enjoy the race though, Johnny. Unless you want to come and join me for a bit of commentary in this, the finale, let me know. If you do want to join me, you do have to rejoin the session and watch. But it's up to you. But we're going to go side by side between the Les and DY House 7 yet again. Brilliant racing so far. Oh, and the Les, I think DY House 7 will say he's going to have to give back a place to Jamie there. And there goes Les. Bit unfortunate, caught on the outside. I think Les just outbraked himself a little bit. Jamie's up into the top 5, which is good to see. Scooby G now looking to take 3rd place away from Gingy here. Down to the first hairpin. Still side by side through the Mercedes-Benz arena. And Scooby G takes the place. He's up into 3rd. Although there looks like a bit of contact behind, because that's the Les. He's gone. No, he's not even turning. I don't know what's going on there. He has disconnected. The Les disconnects from this race. And unfortunately, I've been there myself in the Clios. The disconnection. Absolutely horrible and infuriating. But it's also cost DY House 7 places here. He's down to 11th behind Tro 246. Tim there in 12th. Meanwhile, Shadow Stalker has NGR Royston behind him. Jamie's up into 4th. Scooby G down to 5th. Which would give him 12 points. So the gap comes down to 6. And I think at the moment, Boyer S14 has the fastest lap as well. He's getting the full complement right now, which brings the gap down to 5 points. Oh no, it's 11. I think it's 11 for Scooby G. Oh no, it is 12. It is 12 for Scooby G at the moment in 5th place. Got to be careful though. He needs to not make many mistakes. Only takes about 3 positions and he'll be out of play for the championship. Jamie WRX coming up towards the chicane. Jamie up into 4th. This is good stuff. Ginge on the podium. There's Jack. And Boyer X14 pretty much doing everything he can. He can't do a lot more than this. to try and take the championship. 16 points difference is a lot to ask at the moment of anyone, even a 4-time row winner. Fraser on the inside of Lightblade, which turns out to be the outside for the right-hander. Good stuff, web user Johnny, mate. The missus is sitting here with a massive grin on her face, thinking she can have the TV, not while Johnny is watching the finale of the modern touring cars here at NXTGEN, the season 14 finale for the modern touring cars here at Nurburgring. It looks, oh, we've got 4 cars in an absolute battle of wits. Royston moved up a place. That's up into 7th place. No, sorry, 8th place, that is. This is the battle from 8th down to 11th. Troy 246 getting passed by D Whitehouse 7, who does have a penalty, although may well. And it wouldn't surprise me. 1 second penalty if that gets, if that was from the hairpin right at the first turn. Although he makes a lovely move around the outside of the left-hander there. Through on Shadow Stalker up into 9th place. A great move there. Very opportunistic from D Whitehouse 7. It's good to see. Moving through the field. There's Jamie, who's got Lightblade catching him. That's because Scooby G's up into 4th place. That'll be why. 13 points now for Scooby G. As we move on to lap number 5. So, Scooby G, currently in pole position. There is Jamie and Lightblade. Fraser not too far behind. Royston, D Whitehouse 7 side by side. That is the rear wing of D Whitehouse 7 departing from his vehicle. He is quite literally shedding weight on the move to make that thing go as fast as possible. Down to the hairpin right. Up to the Schumacher S. D-Wow 7 on the inside of Royston. Job's done. Troy 246 has passed Shadow Stalker as well. Although Shadow Stalker gets a lovely little return pass on the exit of the Schumacher S. Now going to go almost 3 wide going into this left-hander. Troy 246, a little bit of a nudge on Royston. But Shadow Stalker will come through to take 10th place yet again. This is a cracking battle developing here at the back of the pack. Tim is there still in 12th place. Shadow Stalker having a look for a move up the inside of the chicane. Can't quite do it. But he's really looking racy today, Shadow Stalker, on his opponents. This is Jamie and Lightblade. Lightblade right on the tail of Jamie. You can't even see him until he pulls out now. Looking for the inside line at the first corner. Hits the brakes. Jamie hits it earlier. Looking maybe to switch it. Into the Mercedes-Benz Arena we go. Again, maybe looking to switch again. No, he won't do that. But a great move from Lightblade using that draft. And poking out at the last minute. Takes the place away from Jamie. So top 5 finish on the cards here for Lightblade 2K18. Meanwhile, this battle here between Shadow Stalker and Troy 246 still hasn't finished. They're still close to each other on track. This is lap 6 of 10. Every time I look at that comment, Johnny, that makes me laugh a little bit. That is commitment right there to watch the finale. Although Tro246 dives down the inside of the hairpin, gets it stopped, gets the move done. Bit of a surprise one there from Tro246, but completes the move, up a place into the top 10 he goes. Can't complain about that one. DYR7 lapping faster than Fraser, though. I think Fraser may have had a penalty warning last time around, sitting at 2:11. I don't think that's Fraser's actual pace. It is some great battles going on at the moment, Johnny. It's obviously thinned out a little bit in the mid. Oh, the big two-wheel moments from Fraser. He's going to lost a lot of time. Lightblade's had a penalty, and he's being re-overtaken by Jamie, so that's not good news for him. Fraser will now have D Whitehouse 7 near him on circuit. There you go, right on him actually. On board with D Whitehouse 7, onto lap number 7 we go. Into the first corner, how close do we get? Much different line, he's looking to get the switchback, he's going to complete the switchback here. D Whitehouse 7 moves up into 7th place in his road-looking vehicle of the Mercedes A-Class touring car. I love that in the touring car, when you brake and turn at the same time. That back wheel cocking up and you can just sit stopping mid-air. Great little shots from our cameramen. Jamie now has Lightblade to fend off yet again. Lightblade with a penalty this time around. So a quick look at timings, 2:05.1 for Boyrex and no one else close to it yet. So Boyrex at 14 still taking a full lot of points, but it won't be enough because at the moment Scuba G would be 6 points ahead of him. Boyrex taking 10 out of Scuba G right now. Lightblade sliding it through the Schumacher S. Tro246, Shadowstalker still there, drifting it through. There's Fraser on the tail of D Whitehouse 7. Jamie, there's Lightblade, there he is, looking for the slipstream now. I hate to say it, but Scuba G's closing in on Ginge for 3rd place as well. 1 second between them, we'll keep an eye on that battle. Although I think that's more. Ginge has lost the place, Scuba G up into 3rd. And Scuba G extends that points gap in the live championship standings. It would put Scooby on 214. Boyrex of 14 on 206 right now. Lightblade not close enough to challenge, but Fraser is close enough to challenge. Down the main straight we go for the 8th time now across the line. We head into turn number 1. Fraser side by side on the inside. D Whitehouse 7 breaks earlier yet again. Will look for the same manoeuvre, and he's done him like a kipper. Although Fraser's still on the inside. Move's not quite yet done by D Whitehouse 7, but he has pretty much sold him the exact carbon copy. This time though, Fraser able to keep the place, although D Whitehouse 7 looking to make it up the inside again. Not quite having the gap to do so. Cam has joined late, so will not participate with, as we are on lap number 8. D Whitehouse 7 now looking for a way back past Fraser. This is the battle for 7th place. Shadowstalker has unfortunately dropped off the back of Tro246. It's a bit of a shame because that was looking like a good battle, although meanwhile Lightblade will catch the end of that through the hairpin. Gets back at Jamie here, with Jamie immediately looking back at the Schumacher S. The outside probably not the best way to go. Bit of contact mid-corner. They are really scrapping this out. On board with Jamie on the bumper cam. Oh, we've tapped Lightblade going into the left-hander. You can see the better speed from Jamie coming out of the corner. Again, he looks but can't quite get out of the way quick enough to make the move. He's heading now up towards the chicane. This lap number 8 of 10. Lightblade immediately defensive as we go up towards the chicane. Jamie sticking it around the outside of the first part. Can't quite complete the move on the second part. Up towards the Coca-Cola curve. Jack has a penalty. Don't know what magnitude, but he's got a penalty. Jamie still in the back as we head on to the penultimate lap of this race. These guys are already 23 seconds behind the leader of Boy Raxa 14. Boy Raxa has just had a stellar drive. I mean, pretty much inch perfect all race. Around the Mercedes-Benz Arena, Jamie and Lightblade go. What's going on behind this? Fraser, DY7 still right on his tail. Through the Valvoline curve into the Ford curve. Lightblade now again getting pressurised by Jamie. Through the hairpin right they go. Schumacher S. Jamie, we know he's quick through this section. Again, Jamie under braking, really reeling in the man in 5th place right now. Up towards the right-hander, then the chicane. Lightblade not feeling the need to go defensive, doesn't have to, the gap's too big. Maybe Jamie looking for a run out of the chicane, although not like that, 2 wheels and having to drift out with the right-hander. This is gradually DY7 down the inside at the final corner. On Fraser, great run out of the chicane. And they go side by side, though Fraser should pick up the draft. There we go. DY7 will have to tuck back in until the first corner. Fraser with a penalty maybe, yes, he's having to slow down. Through the first corner, we haven't concentrated at all on the front because this is where the action is. In this mid-pack, Lightblade has managed to get a second at the moment on Jamie. What is Lightblade's penalty? 2 seconds, not good. DY7 up to 4 now. Jack has a 1 second penalty, which is not ideal for him. But we're on to the final lap here at Nurburgring. These guys now 26 seconds behind the leader. So he just thinned out a little bit, but maybe it might come together, and Lightblade could get his 2 seconds here on Jamie if DY7 decides to be a bit of a pest. You just see DY7 really trying here, maybe to make a move into the chicane at the end of this lap, I think. Meanwhile, we haven't seen much of this man. He's driven the perfect race. Boy Raxa 14, pole position at the moment, I believe, fastest lap and the win. He wins the finale at Nurburgring. It's not going to be enough, but a cracking drive for the final win of the season for Boy Raxa 14. Jack, TM53 sponsors, you see there Tim in 12th finishing now. Jack finishes a respectable second on the podium. Scooby G finishing 3rd, and your champion for the modern touring cars, he's defended it. Cracking result by him. Ginge takes 4th place. Lightblade 2K18 will fend off Jamie, but his penalty will put him behind. So it will be Jamie to finish 5th, Fraser 6th, Lightblade 7th, DY7 8th. Royston will finish 9th. Great drive by him. Tro246 will be in 10th. And Shadow Stalker, DBS, will finish in 11th, I believe that was. Yes, it was. So, Boy Ranks of 14 wins the finale here at Nurburgring, followed by Jack, TM53 Synopsis, then Scooby G, who wins and defends his Modern Touring Car title from Ginge in 4th, Jamie 5th, Fraser 6th, Lightblade is 7th with D Whitehouse 7 in 8th, Royston 9th, Troy246 10th, Shadowstalker DBS 11th, and NGR Tim 78 finishing a lap down but in 12th place. And joining us now is your Modern Touring Car champion. He's defended it. It's the first man to defend the Modern Touring Car Championship. Congratulations, Scooby G.
Thank you. I'll wait for the prize check to arrive in the post.
I mean, again, it was another hard-fought championship, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was hard work. Benji's like impossible to beat and overtake. He very rarely makes mistakes. Well, I tend to make mistakes. Yeah, I can't believe I won it.
I mean, how special is it? You're the first person to defend this title. We've had 3 different people win it, obviously including yourself, but you're the first one to be now a 2-time and consecutive 2-time champion.
I should turn into a professional racing driver. Anyone out there wants to give me a job?
But in all fairness, obviously, Boy Ranks has pushed you. He's had a bit unlucky as well. Obviously, you had quite a nice points gap coming into this round, which meant you could probably take it a bit easy. But other than that, I mean, it's been nip and tuck between you two, and it really could have gone either way.
So I went for it tonight as well. I pushed too hard and clipped a few curbs and spun myself round. So yeah, I was not happy with that. But hey ho,
you are the champion.
Championship under the belt. I'll wait for the check for £1,000 to arrive.
Web user Johnny saying epic drive by Boyeraxer and congrats to Scooby for the championship. I'm not going to lie to you, Scoob. There wasn't a lot of TV time for you tonight in this championship. It was all focused on the midfield because the midfield was absolutely raging with battle.
I'll forgive you. I'll just take you out in Clio.
Wow, the same can be returned.
Are you on the wheel tonight?
The clear race isn't happening tonight.
Oh, is it not? Oh,
it's been postponed.
Why not? Because it's late.
Because it's late, yeah. Yeah, that is happening next week.
Oh, well.
But anyway, thank you for joining me, Scooby, and congratulations on your championship.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone taking part. It was been great competition.
No, definitely.
Next season.
Yeah, and speaking of next season, season 15 will be starting the early weeks of September. So a nice summer break lead up, which is quite nice for the drivers. It's been a tough old season, but should be a good one when we get back. But you'll have to join us for season 15 to see. No worries, Web user Johnny. Thank you for still watching it after accidentally quitting out. Very unfortunate. Yeah, he accidentally pressed the circle button, and the funniest part was apparently his missus was grinning because she thought she was going to have the TV. Unfortunately, Johnny decided he was going to watch the finale of the Modern Touring Cars. So brilliant commitment. But if you want to see if Scooby G can maybe defend his crown for a second time in season 15, you'll have to join us in September for the start of that one. No, you'll defend it for the second time.
I'll defend it first.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to join us for season 15 starting in September. But other than that, from myself and the Modern Touring Car Boys, thank you for watching this season. Thank you for all your company, and do join us in September for season 15. But for now, enjoy the break.